we're going to reveal the big four ideas that connect all 8 units. And we're going to teach you the exact formula to hack the 9-point experimental design.
This is the only video you're ever going to need to watch to get a 5 on AP Biology. So let's start it.
Now, before we teach you the biology, we have to teach you the game. You can't win a game if you don't know how the points are scored. The AP Bio exam is graded on a raw composite score of 120 points. To get a 5, you don't need to be perfect, but you do need roughly 85 to 90 out of the 120 points. That's about a 75%.
And here's exactly where these points are going to come from. So in the first section, section 1, it's going to be multiple choice, 60 questions, 90 minutes. And it's going to be worth 50% of your score. But there's a catch because almost every single question is stimulus based. And so they're going to give you a paragraph about a mutated fruit fly, a data table, and a graph, and ask you 4 questions about it.
Rule number 1 of the AP Bio MCQ, do not overthink the data. When you look at a graph, College Board isn't testing if you can read the exact number on the y-axis. They're testing if you can recognize a trend. Is it going up? Is it going down? Does it level off? You have to find the trend and connect it to a core biological principle. If the graph shows enzyme activity dropping to 0 at high temperature, the answer isn't about the specific temperature. The answer is the protein denaturing.
In section 2, this is the free response questions. So the FRQs, it's going to be 6 questions, and they give you 90 minutes. And so it's also worth 50% of your score. So there's going to be the 2 long FRQs worth 9 points each, and 4 short FRQs worth 4 points each. And so the first question is always interpreting and evaluating experimental results. The second question is always experimental design.
Listen to me very carefully. You cannot get a 5 without dominating question 1 and question 2. They're worth 18 points combined. That's 15% of your entire exam score, wrapped up in just 2 questions. We're going to teach you exactly how to hack the rubric for these questions later in the video. But first, you have to understand the content weighing. Overall, there are 8 units in AP Biology, but they're not created equal. Unit 1, Chemistry of Life. Unit 8, Ecology. These are the 2 easiest units, which means College Board tests them the least. They make up maybe 10 to 15% of the exam combined.
The absolute meat grinder of the exam, basically. The highest yield units that will make or break your score are units 3, 6, and 7. And then we have cellular energetics, gene expression, natural selection. Those are the 3. And these 3 units alone can make up over 45% of your multiple choice questions and almost always feature heavily in the long FRQs.
But here's the secret. You cannot study these units in isolation. The College Board doesn't ask questions about just one unit. They always ask crossover questions. They'll ask you how a mutation in DNA, which comes from Unit 6, changes the shape of an enzyme, which comes from Unit 1, which stops cellular respiration, Unit 3, which causes the organism to die before it can reproduce, altering the allele frequency of the population, Unit 7.
And to answer those questions, you're just going to have to understand the 4 big ideas that act as the invisible string tying the entire curriculum together.
The College Board literally tells you how they design the exam. They build every question around the 4 big ideas. If you understand these 4 concepts, you can logic your way out of any question, even if you forgot the vocabulary word.
Big idea 1 is going to be evolution. The process of evolution drives the diversity and unity of life.